Right, here we go again. Are you ready? Concentrate on the decks. Wisdom, Lightworkers, Goddess, Aboriginal. Concentrate on your decks while I find the cards. One for the Wisdom deck, Spirit, please. If you can't decide, don't stress about it, just do them all. Wisdom, Lightworkers, Goddess. Those two cards out again, and that's been out once before. So, Wisdom deck, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. It's about head, face, image, so your self-worth, new image, new beginnings, success. This is somebody born the 4th, 31st, living or past, date for your diary and address, a boss, a government official, a partner, anybody that feels superior to you, or someone who does like to do things their way and not take no for an answer. So, let's see, what card do you want for that one? Spirit, please. Most important thing is the numbers 4, 31 and Aries energy. Yeah, it's all about the profit. It's all in the money. So, all about success. Material wealth. Number 6. The Diamond Dreamer. When the Diamond Dreamer arrives, he represents a successful manifestation of all the unseen into the material. Be sure you truly want what you think you desire, for this ally will commit to getting it for you. All manner of conditions will flow around you. Messages from Spirit will serve to guide you toward achieving your heart's desire. So watch for the insects, the birds, the animals. Google animal totem. Watch for the numbers on the clock. Google angel numbers Joanne. Look for random songs on the radio as messages. Random occurrences and coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence where Spirit is concerned. If you want a house, you'll be led to it. If your priority is a new job with the right continued steps, you will achieve this. If you desire more harmonious relationships, the measures needed to create this will be obvious to you, but you will have to take the steps, because the destiny is the choices you make and the consequences of those. A project finally pays off. Material gain and positive financial shifts may also be on the way. You will indeed see the tangible results of your ambition. The Diamond Dreamer also serves to guide you to the appropriate choices that the unseen is awakened to move mountains on your behalf. Positive communication is now possible in all relationships, so be careful what you wish for, as you may just get it. The Goddess deck, Injustice, I'm afraid. It's also those born 1959 plus or minus 12 February to February. Those born on the 11th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. It's injustice, imbalance, and it's Libra energy. It rules the loins and the marital home. So what does the Goddess want you to know? Astara. So Easter. Watch for the red eggs, which is quite strange, I know, but it is true. Red eggs are a sign, so you'll know it's not a thing you usually see. If you see something that resembles a red egg, even a pebble, then this is a message from Spirit for you. Also, Google deer animal totem and you will find what the extra meaning is for you. Ostara. Youthfulness, children, young people, group activities, springtime in your heart. Ostara brings you the healing gift of creativity. She resurrects that which you had thought dead in your life. Those talents, abilities and skills which you had almost forgotten, about to start blossom again. After winter comes spring, and Ostara is a spring goddess. You may find yourself playing, experimenting, having fun. You can heal your wounded creativity by allowing your space and kindness. It is time to make contact with like-minded others. Ostara particularly helps mothers and protects children. She blesses your womb with health and brings you luck, to those of you wanting to conceive. If you draw this card, you can look forward to feeling youthful, optimistic and energetic. Spirit have also just popped into my head about a double yolked egg. So if you receive a double yolked egg, you will know that that's a sign from Spirit. So you may suffer an injustice at this time, but don't give up hope, because after the winter comes the spring. It's a blessing in disguise. The Aboriginal deck, Scorpio energy, also rules the reproductive organs, shared resources. It's a transformational energy. You are changing from the caterpillar to the butterfly. There is some waiting period in between, but an ending must take place so that a new beginning can arrive. Those born on the 13th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. So don't be afraid of the endings that come, because after the endings is always a new beginning. Where there's a death, there's a birth. This is not the actual death card, so I do not expect passings with it. But if that is what's meant, we'll soon know. Heart chakra. So it is to do with your heart, with love. Healing may need to take place there, but there will be a transformational energy. As I say, it's not usually a death card, but because we are using only major arcanas, it may be a passing through a massive heart attack, but that's for very few of you, and if so, it's a blessing in disguise, and I mean that very nicely. I don't mean it horribly. Someone may have been suffering for quite some time over something. It teaches us the principles of balance, love and self-control. It's generous with love, yet is able to balance romance with the understanding and compassion of unconditional love. The connection to nature is part of this balance, and it requires a self-nurturing and find yourself and self-love. When you're disconnected from the energies of earth, you become unsettled and flighty, which affects the way in which you manage your daily life. It's time to reconnect to the energies of nature, so willingly shares with us. Lately, you have felt the feelings of discontent and have begun to notice a subtle change in your behaviour, in some instances not so subtle. So this may be a warning for some of you if you're more irritable and things like that there is an underlying illness and you may have to get it sorted, as in blood pressure. Something has changed for you and the time you once spent connecting with nature is no longer available to you. Well, that's very proper this at the minute, isn't it? It's time to take a breath and take a break. Go outside, touch the ground and take a few deep breaths to reconnect to the vitality she has to offer you. Allow the energies of Mother Earth to recharge your batteries, so get out in the sun. As she shares herself with you, you will be amazed at how quickly you feel refreshed and recharged by taking these simple steps. This is a gentle reminder of how important your connection to nature is and how easy it is to find strength from Mother Earth. So take more care of yourself, basically. And finally, the Wisdom deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Fate is taking a hand in your future. There will be massive changes, but they are for the better. It's a run of good luck. Those born on the 10th, living or past, state for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Always, Scorpio is mentioned, Aquarius, Leo and Taurus. But here we have a Phoenix also. So change for the better, rising from the ashes. But the number 10 is massively important. Yep, and the theme all the way through all four decks is about change and transformation, which is what the energy of the astrology has been telling us for a very long time. We have to be prepared to change, and the transformation is for our greater good. But we know it. Some of us, it will seem not that way. So, $106 is a number that may be important to you. Things are changing at a cellular level. There is deep healing. Things are changing. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in a fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being, where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways of self-soothing. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that's been cast aside. The Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother, so some of you have a mother in spirit. A rethreading is happening. Healing is at the deepest levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationships with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. Remember, you are deeply loved. Allow yourself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So the theme is change. A transformation is coming. Try not to panic. Thanks for listening.